Happy Freedom Friday. It's your favorite freedom and financial wellness coach, Coach Sapphire Star. And it's day 5 of 30 days of financial wellness. Welcome to the live. I put my shades on. Happy Friday, y'all. My question for today is, what's one thing that you like to do that makes you happy and feel free that doesn't cost any money? That's the key. It doesn't cost you any money. Oftentimes we get consumed with the vicissitudes of life and the day-to-day of the 9-to-5 rat race, and we don't always have the time to take time for ourselves, our families, and sometimes we just have to sit back and pause and really reflect and think about what makes you happy and actually do it. So one thing I love to do that's absolutely free is going to the beach. I call it beaching. And I'm gonna share with you guys a story. I was living in Mexico, Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Buenos dias, mi gente. Last year I was living in Mexico, and this was like January 2024. And was it January or February? I think it was February. When was the Super Bowl last year when Usher performed? I always say the Usher concert, and he was playing football, but so I was invited to go to this beach party / Usher concert / Super Bowl party. And oh my God, a time was had. And towards the end of the gathering, the get together, this woman walks in. And her name is Brandis Monique Rawls, also known as B. Mo Raw. Today is B. Mo Raw's birthday, and I am sharing this story to celebrate her, but also to celebrate life. When we met at that gathering, a week later, we decided that we were going to hang out together on February 14th, 2024. And we ended up going to the mall, we went to the movies, and then we ended up going to a Toastmaster class, and finally we ended at karaoke on the beach. And I'm sharing this story to celebrate her because when we went to the beach, we talked about things that we wanted to do when we returned to America. And she was in the middle of writing her book, and it's called The Grand Celebration of Life. And she is someone who not only talks about it, but be about it. And the reason I'm sharing this story is because here you have two people who don't know each other from different parts of the world. Not really, we're both from Georgia, but we met in Mexico. And because we were living a life doing what we love, living a life of purpose, living a life of intention, we crossed paths. And that's the beauty of living a life where you don't have to worry about money, where you can do what makes you happy. You can travel the world. I love to travel, and that's how I met Brandis. I remember I went to Playa del Carmen. Literally, it was supposed to be a weekend to celebrate my granddaughter's birthday because I had gotten her passport, and she lived in Mexico for a summer with me, and she wanted to go back. And that's another thing that I love about being financially free and having a legacy is being able to share these experiences with my granddaughter, and not just to pass down an inheritance or assets to her, but to create long-lasting memories. Y'all, I can't see. The sun is, let me see, somebody. Craig, welcome to the live. But it's a legacy and creating memories and moments that are going to outlive me. And so that's I think the most beautiful thing is being able to do that, and also being able to say what I do with my time on a Friday at 10 a.m. If I want to go work, I can go work. If I want to sit in my backyard and do a live on Facebook, I'll sit in one of my investment properties actually, and do a live. If I want, one of my other favorite things to do are handstands, and I would do that right now, but I ain't gonna do it. But I love doing handstands, and that is free, and it brings me the most joy. And scientifically, it's good for your body. It's good for blood flow. So today I want to celebrate life. I want to celebrate you. I want to celebrate my Mexican friend, Amiga de Mexico, B. Moral. Happy birthday, B. Moral, if you're watching this. But I want to end this live because I want to challenge you today to go do something that makes you happy, that makes you feel free, that doesn't cost you any money. And if you don't know what that is, I challenge you to figure that out. Get a journal, get a pen, and write down, man, what would make me happy? Or what would I like to try that I'm willing to explore and figure out what makes me happy? Because ultimately, financial wellness is living a life where you don't have to worry about money and you don't have to be stressed. And once you become financially free, once you figure out how to invest, once you figure out how to make your money work for you so you can buy back your time, what is that life? What does that life look like? Put that in the comment section. What does that life look like? And at Organized Chaos, that's what we do. We've helped hundreds of clients overcome the shame of money, the stress of living paycheck to paycheck, helping them organize their finances to get out of debt, save to invest, and ultimately boldly walk into the life that they deserve and desire. And as a financial wellness coach, I partner with you and walk with you on that journey. And I'm gonna share this with you. I'm gonna leave with this. Yesterday, I was at the United Way kickoff. United Way of Coastal Georgia campaign kickoff. And the theme of the afternoon was, every dream begins with a journey. What is that dream? What is that dream? And what's that first step for you to take to walk on that journey? If you have any questions for me, if you want to reach out to me, you want to connect, you can do so at sapphirestar2rs.com. Send me a message, a DM, a IM, a text. I don't know. A message in the bottle. I don't know. But if you're looking for me, I'll be at the beach.